but we usually meet jointly. And so after we received the Attorney General opinion, the Attorney General basically said that the agreement was illegal, not permissible by law. There were a number of other issues. And then the Attorney General opinion kind of spelled out the different responsibilities that the Records Commission and Microfilm Board have. So that put us in an awkward position because there's a handful of employees down there that are commissioner employees. There are different ways to handle how the Archive Center and microfilming are done in the county, and a lot of it is oversight of the Records Commission and the Microfilm Board. There is an alternative under the law, and the county commissioners can opt to transfer all of those duties to ADP. And if the commissioners do transfer all of those duties to ADP, then the Microfilm Board and the Records Commission are dissolved, and all of their duties and liabilities and assets and everything else of those two, that board and that commission, are transferred to ADP. And then there's some additional provisions. The ADP board is expanded if the commissioners do that. And there's a couple other little things that really don't matter for our discussion here. So there were several options that the Records Commission and the Microfilm Board discussed. There was this option out there of the ADP board taking over, essentially being forced to take over archives. When we met back in December, that did not seem like that was a strong possibility. However, on last Thursday, the Board of Commissioners did decide to adopt a resolution under 307-847, eliminating the Microfilm Board and Records Commission and having ADP take over those functions. So, one, our office wasn't consulted about this, and we did not prepare the resolution. That has resulted in some issues. We got a hold of the resolution. Linda sent it to us Thursday after it was passed. Myself, one of my assistant prosecutors, worked over the weekend to look at the resolution and the different legal issues involved in this, because as of the other problem with the resolution was it had an effective date of January 1st. So it pretty much left us one business day to deal with this. Didn't transfer any of the money. Payroll's due at noon on this Friday. Essentially, I mean, I think that's the deadline. We don't have it. That's the deadline, and there's like the secret deadline. You could ask for favors and get the payroll in on Monday, maybe. But anyway, technically, the payroll is due to the auditor on Friday at noon. So we looked at this, and in looking at this, there were several fatal defects in the resolution that the commissioners passed. The statute requires that, and I gave you the resolution, which is highlighted, and I gave you a copy of the revised code section. And the revised code section is about as straightforward as any revised code section is. Usually they're confusing and hard to follow. This one is not. They have to transfer very specific duties to ADP, and they have to include in the resolution under B, designating date, and then all equipment, files, records, effects. So under A and B, the resolution has to contain certain things. The resolution did not contain the necessary elements. So in order to dissolve the Records Commission and the Microfilm Board, it's an all or nothing proposition. You have to follow the statute, and you have to transfer all those duties to ADP. Since the commissioners did not do that properly, it's our opinion that the duties have not been transferred and that the Records Commission and Microfilm Board still exist. So, for example, the Records Commission, we would still need to have our organizational meeting on Monday. So yesterday, we one of my staff members and I put together a corrected resolution and sent it to the Board of Commissioners. I sent that out I think I sent it out yesterday evening. I haven't received any response as of yet. I checked my email as I was walking down here. But I know we have a couple people in the Commissioner's office here, maybe can enlighten us on what's going on. But if the Commissioners pass the corrected resolution that they're meeting tomorrow, we could essentially fix all these problems. And then I think ADP would have time to get the payroll sorted out by Friday at noon, or Monday if they get that little extension. And then we could cancel, the Records Commission wouldn't have to meet on Monday. But if the Commissioners don't pass that resolution tomorrow, which I don't know why they wouldn't, since their obvious intent is to do this. But if they don't do it correctly tomorrow, then we're just going to have a Records Commission meeting on Monday, and I don't know where we're going to be at. We're going to have to figure that out because we've got to fix this problem of, the Commissioners running archives, which the Attorney General has said they're not allowed to. So that's where we're at. I don't know if any of the ADP board members have any questions about that before I ask the Commissioners representatives what's going on. Okay. So what's going on?